Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Yeah, apparently there was a ring gate. So, if you watched the Collision show,
ring gate.
So they had a different ring for Collision, and it was funny because like the moment the match started, I was like, "That's a smaller ring," and then they started wrestling, and I was like, "This is a much better ring," because
it's the worker of
well, I mean, I was also short, so
you like those
virtually every ring on the Indies is 18 by 18. Okay, virtually every ring. The only ring I was ever in that was 20 by 20 was when I went to Ohio Valley and they had a WWE ring, and it was 20 by 20, and it was freaking gigantic. Absolutely gigantic. And every other ring I ever worked in was like 18 by 18. And WWE has 20 by 20, and AEW has 20 by 20. So they didn't fly a ring or ship it to Australia for one night on a Collision. So they got a ring from a local promotion, and it was 18 by 18, and it was also very bouncy. I guess I was in Lance's ring as well when I went up to train with him. That was a WWE ring. That was 20 by 20. But anyway, so they rented a ring from a local promotion, and it was 18 by 18 and very bouncy. And that was the other thing. I was like, this ring looks awesome. Like, I'd take bumps in this ring. So then it turns out later, Buddy Matthews tweeted because he lost to Okada, and he also injured his ankle, and he blamed the ring. He said, I like, there was a board that came up or whatever, and I twisted my ankle, and he cut a promo on the ring. And then, a few other wrestlers started coming forward talking about the ring or whatever. And listen, I wasn't in the ring, okay? I wasn't in it. Maybe it was a crappy ring. I've been in rings where we joke about how it's like you're walking on a piano. You step on this board, this one pops up. You step on this board, this one pops up. Okay? Maybe that happened, all right? But, this kind of became a thing on social media. And it was like, of all of the things to be, do we have nothing to do today?
They didn't.
Ranting and raving and arguing with fans about a ring.
They became experts about rings.
But privately, I did talk to people who were on the show. And they were like, the ring was fine. It was a good ring. I don't know why there's a big thing going on. And,
because people needed something to complain about. And look, for the next time around, you better ship a ring over there. You knew you were going over there for a year. You could have sent something over there. You could have hooked up something with somebody where they could keep it afterwards at one of these wrestling schools and upgrade one of them. I mean, look at Zarya, look at Rhea Ripley, look at some other people. Australia's got talent there, and it needs to be cultivated. And I'm sure, it's probably a good idea to do that if you're AEW. I just, as far as the outrage of it goes, I mean, if Buddy Matthews got hurt and if anybody's complaining about talent-wise, fine. But as far as, people breaking down, come on. Did it really distract and take away from any of the wrestling? No, it didn't.
And this guy here says, Tony Khan can give out $1 million contracts like candy, but can't pay to have an AEW ring shipped over and kept in Australia. He doesn't need to. Hold on. Every single solitary person under contract to AEW that has any name whatsoever has worked in every last single type of ring.
You're right.
You're
right, but Brian, here's the thing.
Hey, listen, hold on. If 5 guys in AEW are going to work the Defy show, Tony should not be having to ship an AEW ring there. Look, you can work in another ring. It's fine.
That is when you are going to work a Defy show or you're going to work some of these other shows. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you don't have to ship a thing to San Francisco for West Coast Pro. But this is an AEW show, an AEW production with AEW contracted wrestlers, every single last one of them. And it does give you pause and make you think for a second that, okay, maybe the old time honored tradition of using the local ring and just renting it, maybe that should go by the wayside and we should actually have our own for the aesthetic, for the safety, for all those sorts of reasons. So I get what you're saying. You're exactly right, but maybe this is a good thing that happened because maybe times have changed.
If you want to go to the trouble, whatever. But I mean, Dave didn't even know it was
You're
another
sending
ring.
your whole set over there.
They have a AW canvas. They had the AW.
You're right. It didn't take away from the wrestling. You're
fine.
exactly right. You're
It was
exactly right
fine.
about that. But
And
for safety purposes,
I think there was a WWE International show where they had to use a local ring. And it was fine. Nobody complained about it. It was all right. I think that we can...
Now, but you will admit that would open up a door. Say Buddy shattered his ankle or something like that. Does it open up a door where
they
were
rented the ring.
negligent? Okay, fair enough.
It's AEW's job to put the ring together.
Well, okay.
I mean, that's it.
Fair enough.
Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.